Hello, my lovelies. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're all okay. Hope everybody is well. It's still cold. It's blooming freezing. I've been so cold all day. Oh, actually, that's a bit of a fib. In the shop, I've been cold, freezing cold. We put the heater on, and then we've started doing a load of stuff, and I'm like taking off layers then, and I'm putting layers back on when we turn the heating off, and then it's been one of those days. We've been super busy though, getting lots and lots of things ready for and getting straight again after the retreat. We've got the dreaded stock take coming up this weekend, so we're going to be doing that as well. I've been prepping for this too. All sorts going on. Let's say hello to some people. Hi Claire, hello my lovely. Hi Liz, hi Catherine, hi Jill, Gillian, hello, hi Jean, hi Marion, hi Anne, hello my darlings. Lots and lots of you coming online. I did find the drum roll. Hi Lynn too. Hello my darlings. Hopefully this will work today. We did have a bit of a technical glitch yesterday, and apparently it stopped after about 9 minutes on our own Facebook page, but it was fine on Secret Sewing Club's Facebook page and fine on our YouTube. Very random. So sorry about that. Nothing I could do about it. It was the tech, as per usual, tech. It was a great demo by Gail, wasn't it? Yeah, fabulous. I was watching, just before I came on, I was watching Gail from Endless Threads. She always does a live at 6 o'clock on a Wednesday, and she did the most incredible, like hanging star ornament. It was so clever, It was brilliant. Hi Marlene, hi Patricia, hi Nikki. Yeah, I know. Stock takes. Don't want to do it, Nick. Don't want to do it, Nick. But we're going to do it. We're going to crack through it on Sunday and Monday. Absolutely. Hi, Carol. Hi, Claire. Lots and lots of you coming online. Fantastic. So the offer. So yesterday's offer on a roll, the Craft Yourself Silly rolls, that's finished. Okay, that's all done, all finished. Finished. That finished about 3 minutes ago. The offer for today is, as you might have guessed from the title of today, is charm packs. Okay, we've got 20% off all charm packs, even the brand new ones that only came in yesterday. All charm packs on our website have got 20% off. Plus, you are going to get a free pattern, which is the quilt we're going to be doing tonight. Okay, there's also going to be a challenge about this one as well, but we'll get to that in a moment. Catherine, you watched later in the evening. It stopped on FB about 32 minutes, but the YouTube recording was perfect. Brilliant. Yeah, I don't know why. It was a silly glitch. I really don't know why it happened. How are you feeling now? 99% okay. Still a little bit wobbly. Getting up and down onto shelves today, as like getting down, my brain's a bit. But I'm nearly there. I'm hoping that the labyrinthitis, vertigo, whatever it is nearly gone. So I'm plowing through. I put my big girl pants on. I'm getting on with it. Hi Joyce. Hello, lovely. Is there a pattern available for day one? Yes. The little stars. Where are they? These ones that we did on day one. Yeah, the wishing star. Yes, the template, the FPP template is on the website. It's if you just put wishing star in the search, it'll come up. I've only done it as a digital download though. If you want a paper copy, you'll have to give us a shout, okay, in the shop. But yeah, the digital download for that one for day one is on the website. Yesterday's will be on later this evening. Okay, now the sale bit is finished where you got it free. I will put that pattern on. That was for, do you remember this one that we did? That was yesterday's. That will be available this evening. Okay, Joyce, you like the quilt behind you? Oh, that one. That is the Isolation Sampler book. I think that's volume 2. And it's got the 12 blocks in it. I just needed something to hang up. But yes, thank you, lovely. So let's do, we've also got the Advent drawer as well. So we've got day 3 of the Advent. We're going to do that first, okay? And then we're going to crack on with the demo tonight. So, but yeah, the offer for today is 20% off jelly rolls, and you will get this pattern free as well, okay? And I'll go through that in a bit. So let's go over to here. So I've got my day 3 envelope, little bag. And got all of your names in there. We had more people buy yesterday, so I've got a pen in there, random. Let's just get rid of that pen and give this a big old stir around. Make sure everybody's tickets are all mixed up in there, and a good wiggle around. Right, I found where the right. Hang on, I found this. Listen, you've got a drum roll. Yay! I found all sorts of random things. So we've had the drum roll. I'm going to pick one right out the middle. There we go. We're going to go with that one there today. Oh, it's an orange one. Oh, it's all very, very smallly typed up. Orange 470. And this is, I don't know if you can see that, Angela Seymour. Angela, you have won day 3. So I'm going to have a little look in day 3. What have you won, Angela? Let's have a look. Angela, you have won, the Pocket Full of Posies Fat Quarter Bundle. Okay, so that's coming to you. You like the drum roll. I found all sorts of sound effects. It's brilliant. So, Angela Seymour, that little Fat Quarter Bundle is coming to you, lovely. Okay, so that's day 3 winner. You've still got lots of chances to win. Obviously, everybody that's in there still has 20-odd chances of winning. And if you want to still buy tickets over the next couple of days, you will go in the draw. And there's still 21 chances of winning. Right, let's have a little look at this one up close. Okay, so this is the little pattern we're going to do tonight. All right, I timed myself making this. Okay, it took me an hour and a half. So I reckon most of you could do it within 2 hours. If you're a really super fast sewer like me or Anne, hour and a half. But 2 hours, you could absolutely make this quilt top, okay? It's very, very easy. It looks way more complicated than it is. It's just really simple, 4 patches with some sash in, put on point, okay? So I'm going to take you through how to make these little bits tonight, and then how to put it on point, okay? That's what we're going to do tonight. So there's going to be a challenge, which I'm going to get started with the demo, and I'm going to tell you what the challenge is, okay? We're going to do a little bit of charity work and challenge at the same time. So I've already made up, I'm going to come to the big one in a minute. I've already made up, generally, these 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and that was with cutting out that, took me 20 minutes to make, if that, okay? This is fast. And if you need a quilt for Christmas, this is a perfect pattern to do, because you can get the quilt top done in 2 to 3 hours. Okay, you could buy one of those lovely fleeces from IKEA, you know, the lovely ones that are about £3.50. You wouldn't even need to put wadding in it. Quilt it up, bind it, and you're done. Okay, I reckon it's a 1 afternoon project, this. Okay, so we're going to use a charm pack, obviously, because that's what the deal is today. First thing you can do, you can use 36 5-inch squares. All right, so I'm going to choose just 4 for now, because we're going to make one of these up. But you could absolutely, so I'm just going to flip through these. What do I want? Should we have those little stock? Oh, no, let's have that one. That's cute. Let's have that one there. This is the Perfect Christmas one. And then I need a bit of a darker one, don't I? Actually, no, I'm not going to use that one because I want cats throughout. Let's have... let's have that one. That's nice. Okay, and then we want sort of a mid-bluey one. Let's have the stockings. All right, so I'm choosing 4, okay, and you're going to make these blocks up, okay. So the other thing you're going to do is you're going to need to cut out some 5-inch squares for your background fabric, okay. So you want 5-inch squares the same size as your charm pack, so you're going to need those as well. We're going to make 2 different blocks, okay, one using charm squares, and then exactly the same method for these ones as well, your background fabrics. So I've just got some black linen texture, but you could do the stripy bit in whatever, the accent color, in whatever color you want. I think it works better with a dark tone, so a navy, a dark charcoal gray, or a deep red, something that, you know, or black, something that is, you know, a deeper tone works much better for this pattern than using white or something, okay, or a pale pink. First thing you're going to do is I've cut these into 1.5-inch strips. Okay, and then we're going to cut these down. So first thing I want is some 5-inch strips, so 1.5 by 5 inch. Excuse me. Why is it? I haven't sneezed all day. Minute I come live, the sneezing starts. I swear it knows that I'm live with my nose. Right, I'm going to cut through the strips like that, and I'm going to do 5-inch strips. There we go, like that. Okay, so you'd make a load of 5-inch strips, and then I want some 10.5-inch strips as well. So I'm just going to cut some 10.5-inch strips like that. Okay. Oh, dearie me. So first things first, I'm going to pick 2 of my charm squares, put those to a side, and then I'm going to pick 2 of my background squares and put the other 2 aside. Okay, like that. We're going to take these to the machine, and we're going to it might be the lights. I reckon it might be actually, because I've got a ring light in front of me just to light up this space and everything. It might be the lights making me sneezing. We're going to take these over to the machine, and all we're going to do is we're going to just sew a strip of the accent color, the black that I'm using, to the right hand side. Okay, so right sides together, right hand side of both of the charm squares like that, and both of the background fabrics too. Okay, so I'm going to take these over. So I need 4 of those. Okay, there we go. So 1/4-inch seam allowance throughout, and we are going to just line that up. Pin if you want to, but there really is no need. Just line it up and go for it. Because this is the type of quilt, it doesn't really matter if you're a little bit wonky or if it's a little bit bigger than 1/4 inch. As long as you're using the same seam allowance throughout, absolutely fine. Okay, so I'm going to chain piece those 2. And then I'm going to chain piece 2 of my background fabrics. Okay, so here we go. I was going to do the tartan charm one, but it's a really lovely quilt. It's beautifully done, but there's not a lot to show you on it. So I thought, well, this one, genuinely, this quilt can be done in an afternoon. I mean, it's not a massive quilt. It's, lap size quilt. If you needed to make a little present for somebody really quickly with the charm pack offer on and, a fleece from IKEA, you could do so super cheaply and super fast. And it'd be beautiful. It'd be something handmade from you guys. So there we go. What we're going to do is pop that over there, and then we're going to iron these towards the black, towards the accent fabric. So let's say, while I'm just doing this bit of ironing, let's say hello. Oh, hi, Melba. Hello, my lovely. Hi, Eileen. Oh, fabulous. There we go. So pop that one out like that and press that one. And again, this is the type of thing you could chain piece all of your blocks. We're just making 2. Obviously, you need to make more than that, but we're going to chain piece all of your blocks and then do your bit of ironing. You want to put some good Christmas music on in the background or a good Christmas film and go for it. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to put another charm square on these. Okay, like that. Oh, actually, it's going to be annoying. Doesn't matter because that's non-directional. I didn't want the 2 light ones together. Okay, so I'm going to put that one on like that, and that one on like that, and the same with the background fabrics. Just put a white one on both as well. Okay, so back to the machine. So what I thought we could do with this is we do a little challenge. Okay, because I think this is such a quick quilt, and because it's Christmas and it's all about bringing some joy to some people and everything, I thought that we could have a go at this quilt. Okay, and if you do this quilt, just the quilt top, don't make the whole quilt. A bit like, do you remember we did the trip around the world for Project Linus? I was wondering whether we could do some quilts for some old people's homes or nursing homes for the residents, because these are great little lap quilts. Okay, so my plan was, if you guys make a quilt, make this quilt top in any fabric. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It could be any fabric. It could be scrappy. If you cut all your scraps down to 5.5 inches, it could be scrappy. Or from a charm pack you've got there that you think, I don't know what I'm going to use that for, I'll use it for this. If you make the top and send it us, Say and I will quilt them, and then we will donate them all to charity. Okay. And everybody who makes one, I thought I'd give you until the end of the 12 days of Christmas. Okay. Actually, or should I just be nicer and give you till the 20? Because we're all busy at the moment. Should I make it nicer? I was going to say, I'd give you like a date for you to post your picture. Okay. Even if you don't get a chance to post it to us or drop it off to us, if you posted a picture to us, I'd put everybody in the draw who posted a picture in a draw to win a really, really nice prize. Okay. I'm not just talking just like a charm pack or something. I'll put together a really nice prize as a challenge. So what do you guys think about that? Do you want to have a go at that? And we could, if lots of you do it, we could donate some to Project Linus again, because I know a lot of you make quilts for Project Linus. So I'm sorry, I'm ironing it towards the black again. Okay. So, and then we could do, Sarah and I could go and grab some of the IKEA fleeces, put on the back so they're nice and cuddly, and then we could donate them to, local nursing home or something. Or, maybe we'll quilt them if you want to donate them to someone somewhere by you. You could come and pick it up from us, or we could send it back to you. What do you think, guys? Do you want to take part in that? Or am I just putting on too much for Christmas? Right, what I'm going to do now is I've got my 1.5 by 10.5, and that's just going to go right away across the middle. So I'm going to chain piece that one, and I'm going to do the same on one of these. Okay, chain piece that one. So all really simple and quick at the moment. I like that day. I hope I can get it done. How about I'll give you all till January the 1st? Should we do that? Because then you've got maybe some time between Christmas and the New Year. Maybe, shall I do January the 1st? And you all have to, like we did the trip around the world one, and we did it all for Project Linus and Quilts for Veterans. Shall I go with, I'll go with January the 1st. And that way, that gives you time between Christmas and New Year when, nobody really goes out or does anything. And then if you send us a picture, what I'll do is I'll put a pinned post on our Gigglers page. Okay. And if you post a picture there of a completed quilt top, obviously you will need to send it us or drop it off to us. But if you post the picture there, anybody who posts a picture of this quilt top that they've done, I will put together a really, really nice prize for you. Okay. And then Sarah and I will go to IKEA. Any excuse for a trip to IKEA, frankly. We'll get some of the really nice IKEA fleeces that quilt beautifully, by the way. And we'll quilt them on Daphne one day. Okay, we'll get them all done, and then we'll donate them. So, are you all up for that? Cool. Excellent. Just thought it'd be a nice way to give back a little bit, wouldn't it, this time of year? Again, I'm ironing this towards the black fabric again. So make sure whatever you want to iron towards, have that on top so that you're gently pushing away and ironing it. So that's the plan, I think. We will. I'll put a pinned post on White Gecko, the Giggle of Geckos page right at the top, and I'll give you till January the 1st to put a picture there. Hang on, let me just finish talking, and then I'll get that next picture. You need to do something here. I'll put a pin post on Giggle of Geckos. Is it making you a lot of work? Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, love. We'll do it. We'll quilt as many as we can, and the ones we can't quilt, we'll maybe give to Project Linus, and they can quilt up. But any that we're going to do to a local nursing home or something, we'll quilt them up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I'm not saying we're going to quilt them all up on the 2nd of January, but we'll quilt them within a couple of months. Okay. Pinned post a picture of this quilt. Okay. And then by the 1st of January, and then everybody go in a draw for a nice prize. So, right, cool, settled. I've talked you all into it, hopefully. Right, so when you're putting these together, I want to show you something here, okay? So if you've just been whizzing along and maybe you've gone a bit wonky, there's one little thing you want to do to make the kind of illusion happen, okay? This is going right sides together along here, all right? But you want to make sure that the black strips are lined up. So we're going to pull this bit back like that. And just to make sure that it hasn't moved at all, okay, that you're not lining it wonky. Make sure it's lined up perfectly like that, okay, and put a pin in up here. This is one of the times you do want to use pins because you don't want anything to move. And then I also then just double check this side as well. So I lift up there and make sure that that's lined up too, okay? And then like that. There we go. And, maybe if you're local to us and you'd like to come in for a couple of hours, you could have go on Daphne and quilt some up as well. So it's not all on me and Sarah. If you're local and you want to come in, say, oh yeah, I'll come in and I'll do a quilt on Daphne, one of these charity ones, you'd be more than welcome. We're then going to stitch right the way across there. Okay. So actually, before I do that, I'll just line this one up and then I can do it. I can chain piece them then. So over we go like that. And then there we go. Just double check that that's lined up, which it is. Because we all know that charm packs aren't always perfectly 5 inches. So, we all know that our stitching isn't always perfectly 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to stitch along both of those, okay? There we go. So what have you all been up to? Anybody been up to anything fun? What have you been up to today? Have you been stitching? What have you been doing? So again, just going all the way down here. Like that. And that's, again, one of the joys of this quilt is it's lots of chain piecing. There we go. Nearly there. Let's just line that one back up. Move slightly. And that's 2 blocks done in what? 14 minutes? And that's with me chattering away as well. So back over we go. Take those pins out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins out like that. And then we're going to iron that out again. So black piece on top so that I know that I'm pressing towards there. Nice thing about this as well is there's no nesting of seams anywhere. You posted your Ring of Roses picture this morning, last night. Ah, nice. Well done, Jen. I'm glad you're getting on with it. Lovely. How are the rest of you getting on with that? The quilt along? Have you done it, or is it taken a back seat because you're making Christmas things? There we go. Right. You are going to make. If we come back over here a second, you can see you're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 charm square ones, okay? And you're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 of this, okay? Oh, hang on. Let's go to the background one, all right? So 9 of those, 4 of those, okay? Pop this aside a minute. Right. Okay, you've been playing the piano at your local respite day centre. Oh, lovely. And cutting the pieces out for a big Manx sideboard runner. Oh, lovely, lovely. Marion, you've been walking the dogs and hoping they didn't get too muddy. Oh, Joyce, you had Christmas dinner with some of your late ladies. Oh, nice. And Lynn, you've been to Brixham to see your daughter. Fabulous. Yeah, Anne's been cutting and packing with us in the shop today. Bless her. She's basically not got a life. It's just all White Gecko now. Right. We're going to put these on point to get that lovely effect. All right. So I'm going to just put these aside a moment, and I'm going to talk you through. Again, all of this is obviously in the pattern, which you will get for free if you buy a charm pack. First thing you want is for the corner triangles is two 8-inch squares. I've only got one here because I'm not fully prepping it at the moment. And you're going to cut this in half diagonally once. Obviously, there is 4 corners to the square, so you need 4 triangles. They are 8 inches, and you're going to cut them in half. Okay. You've just got your border to do. You watch Gail tonight, so you're having to go at her demo. I know, it's so cool, isn't it? That star was such a clever idea. Claire, you've been to the shop. Yes, you have, lovely. You've picked up your order, and you obviously bought more as well, definitely. And then for your side triangles, okay, so what I mean by this is these are your corner triangles, and you obviously need 4. Your side triangles are these ones here, okay, that sit in there. You will need 2 15.5-inch. Sorry, my screen is not big enough to get them in. 15.5-inch squares, but you're going to cut these in half both ways. Okay, so I have to stand up for this bit. So I'm going to go corner to corner like that and go Diagonally that way. Oh, don't want to look down. That doesn't feel nice because my head going all wobbly. And then, oh, hang on. Corner to corner. Oh, I've got too much stuff on my desk. Corner to corner that way. Okay. There we go. So I've now got, because this is double, okay, I've now got my 8 side triangles. Leslie, you've been learning to knit using circular knitting needles and you're making a cowl. Oh, lovely, lovely. Amanda, you've just got your board. Yeah, fabulous. Sorry, I read that a minute ago. I was rereading your question. So I've got my side triangles like that, and I've got my corner triangles. Okay, so you're going to start with the first row. Now I'm going to open this out a second so that you can see, where is it? Where's the first row? Hang on. I've got my pattern all out of order. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. This is my first row. Okay, so how you build this quilt is you build it diagonally. So you build this section and then this section with side triangles, and then your center row there, and then this one, and then this one, and then this piece. Okay, so the very first section is this bit here. So I want one of my charm squares, 2 side triangles, and a corner. Okay, you spent most of the day putting together a health and safety planner. Oh, you rock and roll, Sandra. That's absolutely rock and roll. So there's my first one. Okay, I am on the largest. Oh no, there we go. That's better. It's on the wrong camera. I'm going to have a corner triangle up at the top like that. And then I want 2 side triangles here. Okay, and here. Like that. Excuse me. Oh, the stupid sneezing. I'm going to ignore the corner triangle for a moment. We're going to start by putting our side triangles on. Now, because I know that this edge here is going to have the next row on it, if you look at this picture, okay, so this bottom edge here is going to have my next row on it. I'm going to line my side triangles, and can you see how I've got the right angle against the right angle of the corner. Okay, it's very easy to think about doing that like square and a square, but it's not that. You want right angle to right angle, and you're going to line up that bottom corner there. Okay, I'm going to flip that right sides together like that. And don't worry, all of your excess should be pointed at the top, okay? There should be a bit of excess, but line up right angle to right angle. We're going to pop that on the machine and stitch down 1/4 inch, okay? Like that. So I'm going to stitch down that edge there. So I'm trying to read you writing. How did you get on, Leslie, with the circular needles? I only really knit with circular needles now. I very rarely. Oh, did I just crunch my pin? Oh, I did as well. Oh, that serves me right for trying to stitch over it, doesn't it? Hang on, 2 seconds. I'm just going to re-stitch that bit because it went very wonky. There we go. That's better. See, it serves me right for using pins. Take it out. I'll be a good girl. Is this pattern better with non-directional charm packs? It is, but at the same point, I think because it's a square quilt, so there's no top and bottom, and people are just going to throw it over their laps, I wouldn't worry too much about directionals because, you know, just because, hang on, if I come back over here, those pins are pesky. I know. Tell me about it, Lorna. Just because that is at the moment is facing that way with the stockings, it's going to end up like that anyway. But when somebody's got it on their lap and they're all cutched up in it, it won't matter. It won't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, don't worry too much. It's not like it's going on the wall or anything, and you want to be really careful about the way the fabrics are lining up. You know, people don't pick up a quilt off the, you know, to get comfy with and think, oh, that fabric's upside down. They just get wrapped up in love and get warm. So don't worry too much. So just giving that one a press. I'm then going to put the other side triangle on. So again, I'm looking for that right angle, and we're going to go right angle to right angle there. Put that like that. Okay. And then we're going to stitch down 1/4 of an inch all the way down this side. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to have to blow my nose in a moment. I'm all sniffly. Okay. Just warning you. You lots are used to me and my snuffling now anyway. So Sarah will be here tomorrow with day 4 and obviously another offer. So this offer of the 20% off charm packs and the free pattern will only last until just before 1, like literally 5 to 1. And then I've got to swap it so that I can get the next offer uploaded. Okay. So Sarah will have a new offer for you tomorrow with a demo and all and everything. And then we've got what's in the shop rather than what's in the box. And there is a hell of an offer going on Friday. That one's going to be at 1 o'clock from the shop. Saturday, I'm going to be here at 1 o'clock again. Sunday, we've got Secret Sewing Club. How much background fabric do we need? Oh, let me just check the pattern for you, lovely. And I need to blow my nose as well. You need 1 1/4 meters of background fabric and 1/2 meter of your accent colour. Sorry, guys, I've just got to blow my nose. I'm so stuffy today. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm a little bit allergic to best press because every time I iron, I then get stuffy. So I'm wondering if it's that. You found your first knitted row quite tricky, getting everything right, but after that you've got it. Yay, brilliant, Leslie. I love a bit of circular. Love circular knitting. It's so nice because you can just go round and round, can't you? So I've got my 2 side triangles on. Then you're going to put your corner one on. Okay, once these are on, this one you're going to find the center. Okay, like that, and then you're going to put it right sides together in the center of that one, just there. Okay, like that. You should have some overlap here. That's what you're looking for. Pop that in there. I'm just going to hold that, and then we're going to go right the way across there. Okay. Yeah. So Joyce, you need a charm pack. Well, you don't need a full charm pack. You need 36 5-inch squares, whether that is a charm pack or whether it is a scraps. If you're maybe cutting it all out of scraps, you want 36 5-inch squares. You need 1/2 meter of your. Hang on, I just want to make sure that's lying flat. There we go. 1/2 meter of your accent fabric, and then 1.25 meters of background fabric. But again, it doesn't always have to be the same background fabric. It could just be, if you're trying to do this, on a budget, use lots of different white on whites. It doesn't matter as long, or cream on creams, whatever you've got there, just cut your pieces out of. Okay. Again, let's just iron that one out like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to put the second row together. We'll put the 2 rows together. I won't go any further than that because otherwise it's just me making a whole quilt. But can you see that's my first corner? In fact, actually, if I come over here, here we go. If I stand up, can you see that's my first corner now? This is my top left corner. So like that. All right. Okay. Oh, what have there's so much rubbish on this floor. Okay, so we're going to put row 2 on now. So row 2, can you see, is this row here. Okay. If I just come up close again a second, it's this row here. So this time, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put together a charm pack one, a background one, and a charm pack one before I then put my side triangles on. Okay. So back to my pile. I need 1 of those, and I need 2 charm packy ones, and they're going to go either side. So charm pack, background, charm pack. Okay. Now there is a little bit of nesting with this one, but I wouldn't worry too much. Okay. I forgot to say I squared this up to 10.5 inches. So if there was any wiggle or anything, 10.5 inches, and it's done. First thing I'm going to do is just pin that black accent fabric together. All right. Just so you've got a sort of continuation of the line, and I'm going to stitch down there, and then I'm going to put the other one on this side. And best press always makes you cough. Yeah, I'm wondering whether it's maybe this one of the scents, you know, the fragrances are I'm a bit allergic to. Because I did starch all starch all this before I started. And I think that's what's making me sneeze. I think I'm going to have to go to the unscented one. Because it literally is every time I come live. And it's obviously I'm sewing. So I think it might be that maybe I just need to go to the unscented, which is a shame because they smell so good. But if it means I don't sneeze my way through these lives. There we go. That's the first one on. Back over here. Take that pin out and we're going to press it out. It doesn't really matter which way you press, but I'm going to go to the darker fabric. There we go, like that. And you can see you've got that nice continuation going on. And then I'm going to put this one on this side, like that. Okay, so like that. Line these up. Pop a pin in. Now, like I said, if you buy a charm pack, which they've all got 20% off, even the brand new ones, you'll get this pattern for free. However, this pattern is available on a website just by itself. Okay, so if you did want to do this as scraps or stash, you can stitch all the way across there. Okay, you're exactly the same, Claire. What's that? Best press makes you sneeze. Oh, I think that's the only thing, or it could be the wool mat. Claire's just suggested it's the mat. It might be because I've been fine all day. I mean, I've been a little bit my normal snuffly, but the minute I get in this room, that's it. My nose goes. You have allergic asthma, especially to flowers and perfume, and scented one's fine. Oh, do you know what, Catherine? I'm going to give the unscented one a go. I'm going to get some tomorrow and see if that helps because I don't like it. I don't like having to keep sneezing, blowing my nose on camera. It's not fair for you guys. There we go. And you can see that's lined up nicely there again. So just iron that out. Okay, so row 2. Right, it's too big for the screen now, but you can see that's row 2. Now I'm going to put side triangles on both ends. Okay, so I'm going to grab 2 triangles, and just like we did with the first row, it is right. What's that called? 90 degree right hand triangle. No, what did I call it? Right angle. A right angle. I was trying to say right hand triangle then. A right angle to right angle, just like that. Okay. And I'm going to pin this so that I can take it over. I can put the other one on and we can do both edges. And then same on this one. So right angle to right angle. Like that. Okay. There we go. Like that. All the way down. And pop that one on. And then I'll show you how they fit together, okay? But I won't do any more rows in this because it's just a continuation then of these 2 of the rows, okay? So we'll talk through the other ones. And I haven't had a chance to make all the rest of these yet. So we're going to go down this one. This down this one. There we go. Yeah, Catherine, I'm really Fairy Liquid, not other washing up liquids, just Fairy Liquid. That sets off my asthma and my silly allergies as well. It's a real pain, and sometimes certain perfumes do as well. And obviously, if you get a customer come in the shop and they've got that perfume on, I can tell within a few minutes and my nose goes. So I am beginning to think it might be the best press, unfortunately. Right. Okay. Let's just iron that out like that. And you can see you've got the excess up here, which is fine, that little dog ear. You don't need to trim them off. I'd leave them there. They're absolutely fine. They don't hurt. Okay, here we go. And Put that on there like that. Give that a good quick press. So I don't know how easily you're going to be able to see this, but that's my second row. My first row is going to sit on. What I'm going to do is I'll sew this one on and then I'll hold it up for you, okay? But can you see your charm pack is going to sit right over the middle, okay? So your charm pack is always one is going to sit over your background one. So the thing you want to do, and because people try and like level it up like this, so it goes across the middle like that, right? So that's going to come over like that. First thing we're going to do is line up that one again to make sure you've got that lovely continuation. Put my pins in there like that. Okay, and then we're going to line up this little bit here. Pop a pin in on that one. And you can see that this side triangle comes all the way across this charm pack and you've got excess here. Okay, so again, I'm just going to put a pin there. I'll stitch these together so it's easier for me to hold up, and then we'll just talk through the other rows, okay? Are you all still with me? Am I just boring the hell out of you now? Because we've just been doing the same sort of thing over and over, but hopefully you're all still with me. Catherine, it's a huge pain. You still love perfume flowers since your late 40s. Oh, mine's got worse, yeah. Since I hit 40, lovely. And then the last 10 years, my nose has got so much worse. You know, I seem to be developing new allergies all the time, which is not fun. Not fun at all. I have only got a couple of perfumes that I can wear because I know they don't set my nose off. Here we go. Right, this is very dull because it's a long straight line, but hopefully you're still with me. Here we go. So who's going to have a go at the little challenge? Are you all with me? All going to have a go? If I give you to the 1st of January, and I promise I'll put a really, really nice prize together for you. Sandra, it grows quickly. It really does grow very quickly. I promise you, you could do this quilt in an afternoon. And if you did something quick, you know, on the back, like a fleece or something, you could absolutely get a quilt done for a present. You could get a couple done before Christmas as presents. So there we go. Right. There we go. Okay, all pins out. I'm just going to press this and then I will hold it up for you, okay? So that you can see it properly. Just set that seam all the way along and then press that out there. There we go. Oh, I've gone just a little bit wonky there, but I'm not changing it. Nobody's going to notice it in the long scheme of things, certainly not once it's quilted. There we go. Right. Because you can't see this whole thing, I'm going to hold it up for you. By January 1st, is yesterday earlier than that one, possible. I think January the 1st, because we've all got that quiet time, haven't we? And it'll give you something to focus on, guys. Right. Okay. So you can see that's the start. You can see it's growing already. So that's 2 rows. See if I get back a little bit. All right. So that was row 1 with the corner on it. And then this was row 2. So when you turn, okay, that's what, a third of it done already, like that. Okay, if I hold that up, hopefully you can see. What I'll do is I will just take you through with the pattern the other rows. Okay, you missed the beginning, so not sure what the challenge is, so listen back. Oh, we're doing a charity challenge, Karen. Okay, because you know it's not like I've got other stuff to do. I just like throwing other things in there. So if I come to here, I'll write on this one because it's easier then. Actually, if I do it in pencil. So this was row 1 here. Okay, so you've got that piece with the triangle. This was the second row with the 2 side pieces. My third row, which is the one that goes right across the center, you've got charm, background, charm, background, charm. And then it's 2 corner triangles. Can you see these are corner triangles there? There's no side pieces. It's the same as that little one up there. Because then that obviously becomes those 2 corners. And then your third and your 4th and 5th row are, it's a repeat of this row, but check the side triangles. Can you see on this one, they go that way. On this one, they go that way. So where I put the right angle to the right angle in the bottom, on this row, you're going to put the right angle to the top. Okay, there. And then again here, make sure you're putting the side triangles on the right way around. It's the most common mistake I see when people are putting stuff on point. They go brilliantly to that point, and then they end up with things that look like that won't join. Okay, you can just turn it around if you've got non-directional fabrics, but if you are working with directionals and you're trying to do it, then make sure it's the right way around. Okay, and it's a really nice quilt. Ends up is 54 by 54, so it's a perfect lap size quilt. Okay, so my camera's all moved, my chair's gone down, my camera's moved. Hang on. It's because I was messing about. There we go, that's better. Otherwise it's like that, chat. Right, that's it for tonight, my lovelies. Hopefully you'll have a go at making it. I will put a post up on the Gigglers. So everybody that purchases a charm pack, which you've got 20% off, will get that pattern for free. Okay, I'll bung that in the order for you. You don't have to do it for the charity. You might want to make it for, I don't know, your mum or your sister or a kid, one of the kids or something. But if you want to make it for the charity, brilliant. So what have I got to recap? Congratulations to Angela Seymour. She's day 3 winner on the Advent calendar. Today's offer is 20% off all charm packs, even the brand new ones. Okay. And the free pattern. That's going to finish at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. Because there will be another offer when Sarah comes live. Okay. Lynn, you'll not be joining with the quilt. You had a fall last week. I'm not good at the moment. Oh, Lynn, I'm sorry. Well, sending you big crafty hugs, my darling. And I hope you get better soon. I really do. Cool. I think that's everything. Nothing else to tell. Oh, the retreat's alive. Okay. There are only about 8 places left for the whole of 2026. Okay. Some dates are already sold out. If you haven't already booked or rebooked, then please do. If you want to come and join us on a retreat, lots of the ladies will tell you what amazing time we have. We really do. It's such good fun. And there's bingo. And if I don't do the bingo, I'll get shouted at. We've got quilt bingo. We do quizzes. There's good food. There's lots of sewing. There's lots of chat. There's lots of laughter. It's really, really good fun. There are only, I think it's 7 or 8 places left for between April and November. That's it. So 2 of them went today. I only put them on yesterday and they've gone already. So yeah, that'll be it. We're gonna have to put on another retreat. I think we already do 3 back-to-back in November and then 3 back-to-back in April. I think we're gonna have to do 4 back-to-back soon. We might as well just move into the hotel, just do retreats all the time. Lovely, lovely. Right, that's it, because I've been going on for way, way, way too long. Sarah will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock with another offer and a nice little project, nice little demo. Take care, my darlings. See you real soon. Bye.